It's another day and another attempt to cancel someone on Twitter for having an opinion or making a joke. Welcome to hell, everybody. This time it's the content creators over at RDC World. For those of you guys who don't know who RDC World is, for some odd, weird, inexplicable reason, like you should know who RDC World is, or at least Mark Phillips. These guys make the skits, and make fun of, NBA players, other sports figures, things of that nature. Those guys also make fun of nerd culture and anime, video games. Anime House and Video Game House is probably two of my favorite series I've ever seen someone make of content creation. I mean, these guys are top tier, hilarious, and I mean they put out quality content like consistently. But RDC World really made their mark with anime related skits and kind of poking fun at anime and its communities and things of that nature. I mean, their last video was no exception to the rule, which is the irony of it all is not lost because, of course, it's the anime community. Of course, it's the anime people who are all bent out of shape over a tweet that RDC World put out. And, I mean, anime fandoms are more toxic than a DSP stream with low support and no tips. Like, it's Chernobyl levels of toxic. I mean, I've literally sat in chats and groups and watched people argue down to the damn science whether or not Goku could beat like the Powerpuff Girls or some goofy shit, man. I mean, so it's no shock to me that I see Twitter trying to take down some of the best content creators we've had. Oh boy, and quite some time. I want to read the tweet, guys. Where's that tweet? Hey guys, our bad for the last tweet about the anime community. The joke was supposed to be aimed at how extra the anime community can be, not lost on me at all, and not making fun of the Meg situation, which is why we quoted the quote tweet. And for you guys who don't know, I mean, they made a joke about Meg Thee Stallion, and again, unless you've been living under some sort of, I don't know, insulated rock in the middle of goddamn nowhere, I mean, the Meg Thee Stallion thing is pretty old news. But a few years back, Meg Thee Stallion got shot in the foot by Tory Lanez, and there was a whole, uproar about it, and there was a whole deal about it, and whoo boy, it was a thing. It's canon. It happened. But back to RDC World. These guys put out a tweet, and I'll put the screen grab up here. Future me put this up here. They put out a tweet saying, Meg Thee Stallion put out a tweet, I should say. Meg Thee Stallion ranks anime series at the 2023 Go Men of the Year event, and apparently she ranked My Hero Academia over Jujutsu Kaisen. And quite frankly, listen, I'm a diehard anime fan, but if you have My Hero Academia over Jujutsu Kaisen, listen, let's talk out back behind the shed for a couple of minutes, alright? There's no universal My Hero Academia is better than Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry. Talk to God, don't talk to me. I will ignore your comments. Anyway, these guys put out a respond tweet saying My Hero over Jujutsu Kaisen. No wonder she got shot. She lost her damn mind.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
Now, outside, I can't even say whether or not, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I fucking laugh. It's still funny. It's still funny, bro. Because let's be honest, in the context of it all, it's pretty goddamn funny. It's pretty funny. Now, it would be a tasteless joke, let's say, if Meg Thee Stallion, if this whole Meg Thee Stallion got shot thing happened, I don't know, 2 months ago, a few weeks ago, it's fresh in everyone's mind. Like, hold on, when the fuck did Meg Thee Stallion get shot? Um, when did Meg hey Google, hold on. July of 2020? Y'all act like this shit just happened yesterday. Why is Twitter mad? That's almost 3.5 years ago. Like at some point you gotta move on, you gotta chuckle at it. You know what I mean? Like, alright, it happened. Like the circumstances and the situation that happened under, I get it. You know, leaving the party, you and your significant other get into it, someone gets their foot shot. Now, it would be different if she was in life support, her whole life got upended, turned upside down, and she'll never be the same again. I get that. I 100% would be like, hey, dude, that's all right, that's kind of not cool, bro. But I mean, let's be honest. If this was just two regular people like Jim and Nancy, no one would give a fuck. But because it's Meg Thee Stallion, and don't get me wrong, I'm a minor Meg fan. I fuck with Meg Thee Stallion. I feel like we would be friends because she is an anime fan. And listen, if you like anime, we're automatically friends. But what's the outrage about? Like, there's nothing to be mad about. Like, Tory Lanez has got 10 years in prison for shooting her in the foot. I mean, it's kind of brutal, but it is what it is. Don't commit the crime if you can't do the time, as kids say nowadays, or whatever, you know? His career's toast. Like, Tory Lanez was, his career was already as patchy as his hairline. Like, it's over now. Meg Thee Stallion's rebound, you know, again, her life hasn't been like brutally altered. It's not like, oh, they had to amputate a leg, you know, or she was on life support or some shit, you know. That would be different. But this, in the context of it all, and the video should be up here now, playing in the background about the anime community and the skit that they made. In the context of it all, it's hilarious. And the irony of it all is that Twitter, the people in the comment section don't realize they're proving the point. The anime community is absolutely insane sometimes. Like, it wasn't really that deep. And listen, I gotta read this response tweet back from Sakaya Santana. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's a reason why I stuck near exclusively Femi and M-Boy spaces when it comes to manga. You nerds are actually deranged over an anime opinion. That entire statement is weird. Maybe I'm old, maybe I'm just out of touch. I don't know. But like, it's anime, bro. It's a TV show. It's not that deep, bro. Like, go outside, touch grass. Like, it's not that deep, bro. Like, again, it would be a whole different story if, like, she wholeheartedly really went through some life-altering shit. You know what I mean? I mean, take for instance, 50 fucking Cent got shot 9 times. 9 goddamn times. And you know what we say here in the hip-hop community and the black community in the hood? Every time 50 Cent does something petty, like when he bought all of the front row tickets at Ja Rule's concert, you know what we said? That's why he got shot. He's so goddamn petty. Nobody was up in arms. Nobody was like bent out of shape. Like, oh, you shouldn't say that about 50 Cent. No, we all collectively agreed that A, it was a joke. B, it's hilarious. C, it's kind of true. Like, 50 Cent is mad petty. I would have shot that nigga too. The point of the matter is, man, RDC World, they make great content, man. And God, Twitter is full of people who just, I'm convinced that people that are on Twitter and some of these comments are just, go outside, touch grass, deal with some real problems. Like, I'm looking at some of the replies now. Crystal D Creative, every should have stood on business tweet is crazy. I don't think y'all truly understand why that tweet would have been deleted, especially within the context. And if you don't understand and you don't care, please do some self-work. Ma'am, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, again, I get it, but it wasn't that deep. Like, when you look at the context of the video making fun of anime fans and how people treat anime, i.e. this entire thread, the irony loops back. Like, I don't know what else. What do the comments want? Again, Tory Lanez has got 10 years. He's a wrap. Put the aluminum foil on him, put him in the oven on warm. It's a wrap. He's done. You know what I mean? Like, it's done. The second tweet, the Abraham Lincoln. This is what accountability looks like. But watch Twitter never let them move past the mistake. Honestly, I am 100% there. Twitter's not going to let this go. Somehow, some way. Oh, God, people are blowing this up out of proportion. I mean, Courtney stands with Palestine. How are y'all going to make DreamCon feel safe for women after this? Because the replies are not it. I mean, I just kind of feel like maybe pull a dark side Bill, maybe leave the house once a week. I mean, it's dangerous out here, B. I mean, again, like, I get the context of it, but I really don't think RDC World was really making it that deep. And, like, most of the guys in the comment section, and you can tell, we understand it's a joke. Like, these guys were making fun of the anime community more than they were making fun of the Meg Thee Stallion situation. Now, the entire video was just poking fun at Meg Thee Stallion and her getting shot. That'd be a whole different situation. But it's a passing joke in the context of anime fans are absolutely just nuclear toxic. Flawedzilla. No need to apologize for a joke. People need to apologize for being soft. Listen, I agree. 155.5%. I was watching Dave Chappelle's original show way back from like 2003. And I'm like, I watched the first episode and I'm like, dude, Dave would have got canceled immediately. I don't know what happened between 2003 and 2023, but maybe they put some softening gel in the water. I don't understand it. B. Wayne v. Britannia. That shit was funny. Bro, on God, the shit was mad funny. It was mad funny. Like, you can't really deny that it was mad funny. Nigga with the side of gravy. I understand because I saw the video. Without the video caption or context, I can see how it looks bad. And again, Nikki makes a good point, and I agree with that. You know, if you're outside looking in, maybe it looks a little bit like, man, I don't know about that joke. But even still, like, you can kind of tell from the energy of it all. Again, if you're an anime fan and you're definitely looking in, like, it's a joke. The anime community is like bad shit crazy. People take it either overly serious or just like, you're like me, I'm a filthy casual. They did double down on it, on the joke they intended to make, Big D Thunk says. And again, it's frustrating because it feels like nowadays you wholeheartedly, you can't joke about anything anymore because woke culture is going to murder any sense of individuality and laughing at stuff. Like, comedy is meant to take the world that we live in, turn it upside down, and make it look funny. Like, I have a friend of mine that was shot in his stomach, Jeremy, and a chunk of his intestines got removed because of the damage. And he kind of pokes fun at himself about it. You know, it's a dark moment. It's a dark situation. That was a good friend of his that you know, shot him in the stomach. But you know, after so long, you kind of got to move past it. You kind of got to move past and make a little bit of light of the situation. You can't dwell on it and let it like define you and like your trauma become like your entire identity. And for a website full of people always screaming about, oh, my trauma, I don't want to be defined by my trauma. Everyone is sure as hell will not let trauma go. 3.5 years ago this happened. 3.5 years ago. Like at some point you gotta kind of just laugh it off a little bit. Like, hey, listen, justice was served. The shit sucks. You know, learn from it, move on, and oh God, go outside, touch grass, deal with real problems. There are people in North Korea who can't even get out of their damn houses or go to jail for throwing trash on the ground and shit, man. Like, this is a nothing burger. Eddie, wrap this video up. Wrap this video. I'm done. I'm done. Where the fuck's my weed?
Miley my beat.